going to move into light crude. Now, I rate myself every single week by how I did. And I got to tell you that this was a week that's pretty hard to rate myself based on anything but direction, because the volatility was so high in every market that no levels mattered. Didn't matter. They just plunged through them or screamed up through them in the case of the bond market. My directions were 100% accurate. Every one of them continued moving as they should. The momentum indicators were absolutely great. There were some things I was looking for minor dips that got big dips. There were some things I was looking for big rallies that got bigger rallies, like in the bond markets. We looked for the stock market to come down, and boy, it came down and plunged through the levels that we were looking at in there. We were looking at 3,300 and we got through 3,000. So 100 points a day, it doesn't really take much to get to very, very shocking levels on the downside. So now we're going to look at this and give you our projections for the next 2-3 weeks. And look also at the sum of the evidence in each of these 5 different things we're going to look at here in light crude, gold, the dollar, the bond market, and the stock market and the S&P 500. Here is the light crude, and look at this plunge. We talked about momentum turning negative and then neutral right over here in the whipsaw. Well, now it's turned negative again, and when it turned negative, it fell literally 6-7 straight dollars down at that point. We have negative momentum in here. There's a bottom due soon. That price of 43.85, I'm going to guess that is the low price we're going to see for a while. And then there's a rally likely coming in here. The upward projections are there's a resistance here at 40, roughly in the area of 45.80. I think it'll get through that. We're going to probably get a bounce to about 47.50 resistance outside at about 48.80. You can see that projection in here, a slightly lower or test of that low, and then come up for a couple of weeks. That's what we're looking at. This would be a sell zone right in here, because the some of the evidence says that the downward projections for the intermediate patterns suggest that the steepness of the momentum decline will prevent rallies from continuing on the upside in any kind of a significant way right now. And then after it does some work in here, we'll see if it can get any improvement. Intermediate is turning up soon, and we'll look for rebounds, though, to fail into the summertime, because the upturn in the intermediate pattern will probably not last longer than some weeks, and then a lot of trouble into the summer. We're going to look for rallies to fail all the way out into the summertime in light crude. For the next near term, an attempted bottom and rally in here that we just don't think will get very far.